So on my way to the Parfums de Marly boutique to smell the new Perseus, I believe is the pronunciation of this fragrance. Oh boy, slow down Sparky. I'm on my way to the boutique. They're having an event today from 5 to 7. And of course it's past 5 o'clock because I never show up on time. I always show up fashionably late. Because with some of these boutique events, essentially it's gonna be like somebody doing a speech, having a whole conversation. And well, I don't got time. I got shit to do. And I'm gonna be in the meatpacking district, so I need to swing by a couple of places, have a couple of whiskeys, see some random bush that I can't touch, and enjoy myself away from the family. So with that being said, I have high hopes for this particular fragrance, and I've really tried to stay away from every video, any interaction, anything having to do with this latest release, because I want to formulate my own opinion. Unfortunately, just like you guys, I'm able to be influenced as well, and if you put something in my head, it's not gonna get out of there. Pause. So I want to be able to make my own determination and have an amazing time at these events. Granted, they don't serve whiskey, so that's a problem for me. They usually serve champagne. I look fancy enough to drink some champagne, like, let's be honest, although I'm handsome as shit. But soon enough, we're gonna be in the meatpacking district at the Parfums de Marly boutique. Maybe I'll make a pit stop somewhere else and make this kind of like a little vlog episode. Who knows where the night takes us? Or at a strip club. Stay tuned while we get a little snort of that person. Content Creation 101. Make sure when your files are completed that they are not corrupted. This is the second time I'm recording this video. I do not want to do this! And the first one had so much good energy and it was so true, authentic to the moment. Now I just gotta give you the real in short form, which some of y'all might be happy because you don't like to hear me complain and talk and banter. This is all about the latest release by Parfums de Marly. Perseus is in the place to be. Now hopefully there'll be the intro of me driving down to the Parfums de Marly boutique in their March 1st release launching event, where I was gifted this bottle for my 100K by Yvonne, the big dog at Parfums de Marly, which I do have a relationship with. Now is that gonna skew my judgment? No, because it might surprise you actually with my thoughts on this actual fragrance. And you would have known that if my file didn't get corrupted. Let's roll my music so I can put you on to my first impressions of Perseus, the latest release by Parfums de Marly.
We're all alone in the villa. We really am as friends from the south side. In case you cared, out of all your friends, I wanna be Cuba.
Plus, more of my beautiful peoples, you know who it is. It's your boy, C to the U to the B to the A. Ah, man, I hate remaking content. I like making content one time and one time only because you get my actual reaction. You get all that energy, all that positivity, all that grind, all that hustle. And now I just gotta re-spew it in a different way, but you're still gonna get the real. Yes, this was gifted to me by Parfums de Marly. I mean, I get everything that I want. I'm the guy. But even though I get shit gifted, I'm gonna be 100% honest with you. Now, the event was super fun. Low-key, a lot more low-key, because they really didn't do mad advertisement for it. They kind of just hit me up last minute. I just happened to have a moment to drive down there. So I went down there for an hour or so, saw some familiar faces and some unfamiliar faces, which was actually a really dope change of pace. One of the things that I saw at the Parfums de Marly boutique that I'd never seen before is young teenagers. A bunch of teenagers.
It is what it is.
Which kind of shows me like how this whole fragrance world is starting to evolve with the whole TikTok movement and how the demographic is slowly changing from like old old, washed up, smelly individuals that like scented water to these young bucks that are super enthusiastic that want to be the flyest smelling dudes in school. And honestly, that was real fun considering I met a couple of kids there, 15, 16-year-old, that have their own fragrance brand. Dudes look like a bunch of Abercrombie and Fitch models and shit, all dressed up to the nines like they're going to church to promote their fragrance in Parfum. That's gangsta. I respected it wholeheartedly. I love their hustle. Shout out to them. I forgot the business name, but they reached out and I might, you know, throw them a bone here. I love the grind of young hustlers. So in the process, once I jumped in, I had some Parfums 𝗙 𝗲𝗂𝐴 employees like, yo, Coobs, whatever, yo, check it out, da da da. And you know, they all like to watch there. And these are people that actually watch me or whatever, and they're frag heads, but they like the Cubano flow. They like the honesty because they know I'm gonna just keep it a buck right there in your face. I just don't care. It really doesn't matter to me. Fragrance is so subjective that you can legit be like, yo, or yo, this shit is fire, and they're kind of just gonna be like, dope, cool, all right. And that's the type of energy that I gave them. They took the wrist and they hit me, bang, 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 and I just right there on the spot without any preconceived notion. I saw a bunch of thumbnails, I saw a bunch of shit on the fragrance, and I was like, okay, not necessarily what I expected from the Parfums 𝗙 𝗲𝗂𝐴 brand. Not bad, but doesn't blow my doors off. Why? Because essentially, this is kind of like the entry level to the Parfums 𝗙 𝗲𝗂𝐴 space. This is kind of coinciding with the lines of like the 𝗙𝗏𝗏, the Greenlee, the Perseus in their fresher lineup. This has no dark elements whatsoever in it. And I did see recently conversations about this being in that Bulgari Tiger space mixed with that Vibrato by Sospiro space. And I'm gonna say to that, if you're gonna do that comparison, it's like saying everything pineapple is Aventus. I don't necessarily agree with it 100%, but I could see where you're going with it because this particular fragrance is a heavy vetiver forward and citrus forward fragrance. It is strictly for the summertime and kind of a Parfums 𝗙 𝗲𝗂𝐴 dumb reach fragrance. There's zero offensive quality about this joint. It's very citric and dry vetiver forward with a bit of a smooth transition. In some way, it has a smooth, dry vetiver essence that smells really nice off the skin, but is a high price tag for a fragrance, which shouldn't come as a surprise to anybody. It's like I'm walking into a luxury designer store and wondering why the prices are so high. This shit is crazy. Like, what did you expect? Damn, this iPhone is not $58? That shit is crazy. This ain't China, fam. So you're buying Parfums 𝗙 𝗲𝗂𝐴, you know what you're gonna expect. A higher retail price. Obviously, when it hits the gray market, you're gonna save some bread. This is definitely a gray market cop for those who are interested in heavy citrus forward fragrances. To my nose, I get kind of the whole Bulgari Tiger essence because of the whole vetiver factor. For me, I thought it smelled a little bit more like a old school 𝗏 𝗏 kind of vetiver energy mixed with the citrus forwardness of H24 by Hermes. It felt like kind of like an Hermes conglomerate, at least to my brain upon initial. So I'm not downplaying anybody who said the Bulgari Tiger or Vibrato or any of these other fragrances or the 𝗏𝗏𝗏𝐼𝐼𝐼 or any of these other comparisons because I see where you're going with it. My brain did it with the Hermes. But as far as this being like, oh, this is one of the craziest Parfums 𝗙 𝗲𝗂𝐴, no, we're not going that.
This sucks.
This is a dumb reach, kind of easy to wear, simple, non-offensive, casual Parfums 𝗙 𝗲𝗂𝐴 fragrance. This is what I told the employees at the shop, which agreed with me. And we were having the banter back and forth of them like, yeah, why does fragrance really have to be that deep and complicated sometimes? When you really think about it, the reality of some fragrances are that the freshies, the brighters, the aquatics, the citruses are the ones that are usually the most complimented, the less offensive, and usually are the most attractive to people, which is 100% factual. This is not the craziest citrus I've ever smelled. This is not the most poppin' summertime scent profile. As of yet, it ain't summer. I gotta see how the performance really does in hot weather for me to put this shit in the category of like a summertime heavy hitter. Now, in the cold weather in the air, it's got nice sillage, it's got a good length of performance, but the cold weather also helps enhance that, at least for me. It's the summertime, that hard, brutal heat that really determines if this fragrance is gonna be like long lasting in that heat, if it can combat the elements, or the shit is just gonna simply drift away into the New York City sweat and humidity and be just trash off the skin. Now, when I was looking at one of the samples over there, it had the sticker with the no breakdown, which indicated that it had pineapple in the mix. I don't get any pineapple. At least Fragrantica doesn't show any pineapple either, but this is the notes according to Fragrantica. It's grapefruit, blackcurrant, and bergamot. bergamot, followed by green mandarin, vetiver, and geranium, and at the base notes we got cashmere wood, ambergris, and dry woods as well. The green mandarin is absolutely the star in this fragrance. There's no way that you can't pinpoint that green mandarin component in this fragrance. Once they say it, you find it immediately. It's green mandarin and vetiver punches all day, every day. It's sour, it's sweet, it's bright, it's slightly effervescent. There's a little bit of a sparkling Bellini kind of scent to this joint. If you can think of a little brunch cocktail, this is definitely outside, casual fit, gym type worthy, going to the beach, top down, top down. Vetiver, sweet, citrus, fizzy, that's it. Is it a retail cop for me? Hell no! Is it a gray market cop for me? 50-50. Why? Because I want to see what it does in the summer. This is only catered for hot weather. This is only catered as a dumb reach fragrance. Are there other options in this space that are less expensive? Absolutely. That could be said for a bunch of shit. So for me, on this particular fragrance, I'm gonna rate this joint a 6.5. It's a half a ball spray, very easy to wear, nothing offensive, nothing crazy either. It's kind of in that line as far as the Parfums de Marly Freshies. Now, in the Parfums de Marly Freshie space, is this the best Freshie? I'll tell you this much. For me, I'll pick this over Galloway. I don't fuck with Galloway at all. So I'll pick this over Galloway 10 times out of 10 from my personal taste. Now, am I picking this over Greenly? Let's see. I'll tell you right now. Greenly is less harsh. Okay, let me put that to the side. Now am I gonna pick it over 𝗙𝗍𝐿𝐒? 𝗙𝗍𝐿𝐒 feels more signature scent, 4 seasons across the board. So it's gonna be a battle between this and Greenly. I'm gonna go with Greenly. I'm gonna go with Greenly first, Perseus second. 𝗙𝗍𝐿𝐒 is more of a easy to wear signature scent type flow. That's me keeping it a stack. That's just me being me, 100% honest, giving you my true interpretations, only half a ball spray. It's expensive, it's Parfums de Marly, it is what it is. That's the price point shouldn't be a conversation when you know what the brand is. Is it a complicated fragrance? No. Is it easy to wear? Absolutely. Is it a fun fragrance? Yes, very playful, summertime, hot weather. Can you get other fragrances in a cheaper budget with this kind of scent profile? You absolutely can. But is it bad? Fuck no. Half a ball spray. I love y'all mother suckers from the heart. What do you think of Perseus? Have you seen any other content? Is this a fragrance that potentially interests you at least trying? I always say, don't trust me, trust your skin. Get a sample, try it out, and see if it's your type of flow. Maybe you don't have the collection of Parfums de Marly that all these other creators have. And for someone who doesn't have Bulgari Tiger, doesn't have Vibrato, doesn't have 𝗙𝗏𝐾, doesn't have H24, doesn't have Tres d'Hermès, you don't have none of those fragrances, this is a brand new scent vibe for you to experience. If you have some of those fragrances, you might get a little bit of redundancy here that just won't make sense for you. I'll see y'all snitches next time. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, and share your thoughts in the comments below. Smooch.
Hey, for all the chicks that got dead in the penthouse suite on top of my mom's crib. It's nonsense you never get in. It's nonsense that you would think that you would